Today our topic is car benefits. In car benefits in your exam, the AAT will provide you this table. First try to understand this table before we go through the examples. So, for example, if in your exam, the examiner said to you, you have a petrol car which has a CO2 emission of 55 gram per kilometer. The scale you have to use is 14%. Similarly, if the examiner said to you, your car has a 54 gram per kilometer CO2 emission, you have to use 13%. And if the examiner says to you, electric cars, so electric cars, you have to use these middle one range you have to look for electric car. For example, if a range is 30 to 39 for electric car, you have to use 10% figure. And similarly, there are a few more things. If the car was registered before 6th of April 2020, you have to use additional 2%. And you have to add for diesel engines, you have to add 4% additional. But if the car is RDE2 compliant and registered after 1st of September 2017, you don't need to use this additional 4%. And one more important thing is if the CO2 emission is more than 55 gram per kilometer, so for every 1%, you have to add for 5 grams per kilometer. Let's do the example and it will be clear. The first example is we have to give me a minute. So here, this example, task 4A. In this task 4A, what we have to do is an employee was provided with a diesel car, which is not RDE2 compliant. So we know that if it is a diesel car and it's not RDE2 compliant, there is a additional 4% charge. So we know this one. The next thing is list price. We have to see what is the list price. So list price in this case is 50,000. So we will write it here, 50,000 pounds. The next thing is when the car is registered. Car was first time it was registered on um, 1st of April 2020. In the question they have given us. And the third thing we have to see is if the car was available full year or part-time. So in this question, you can look the car was available from 6th of October 2021. And the for benefit purposes, the year start from 6th of April to 5th of April every year. So from 6th of October to 5th of April, it's half year, so 6 months. So we have to time a portion. If the car is not available for a full year, the car is available for full year, then we don't need to time a portion and it will be 12 months. Next thing we need to see is if the car has a diesel engine, petrol, electric, or is it a hybrid. So in our case, the car is diesel engine. The next thing we need to look is taxpayer. Is it a basic rate taxpayer, high rate, or additional rate? So in this example, they did not provide us this information. And the use of car, if it is for private, for employee, or for both. So in our case, it is both for private and employee purpose as well. Next thing is CO2 emission is 143 gram per kilometer. And the next thing is important thing is employee contribution for car cost. Yeah. So yes or no. In our case, the employee did not contributed anything towards the cost of the car. So list price, don't confuse this one with the purchase price. So list price is the first price when the car was first manufactured. So the employee can contribute maximum up to 5,000 pounds. So if the employee had contributed, say 5,000 pounds, so we should have to minus 50,000 minus 5,000. But in our case, the employee did not contributed anything. Now, first thing is we have to find the charges. So basic charge is 14%. From where this 14% come? Up to 55 gram, it is 14%. So because our CO2 level is 143 CO2, 143 gram. So what we need to do is we need to minus 140 minus 55. Why we did 140? Because there is a 1% extra for each 5 gram per kilometer. So we need to round it down. So 143, we need to bring it down to 140 minus 55 is equal to 85. So 85 divided by 5 is equal to 17. So additional charge based on emissions is 17%. Additional charge due to pre-6 April 2020 registration because car was registered on 1st of April 2020. So there is an additional 2% charge. And because our car is not RDE2 compliant, it's a diesel engine, additional 4%. So the total percentage to charge to apply is 37%. So it is capped at 37. So if it was answer was 38, the maximum charge is 37%. So what we need to do now is this 50,000 we need to multiply by 37%, we will get 18,500. So because the car was not available for full 12 months, it was available only for 6 months, we need to time a portion. So 18,500 divided by 12 multiplied by 6 is equal to 9,250. And the next thing here in this question, they said to us, so calculate the taxable benefit for 2021-22. Car benefit we have found is 9,250. And the next one is we need to find the fuel benefit. And the fuel benefit here now is 24,500. So this is the figure we use for fuel benefit. So let's quickly go through. The fuel benefit calculation uses the same percentage that is used for the car benefit charge and apply this to a set figure of 24,500. So we need to multiply 24,500 with this 37%. We will get 9,065 because the car was not available for full year, was available only for 6 months. We need to time a portion. 9,065 divided by 12 multiplied by 6 is equal to 4,532.50. Now we need to add our annual car benefit 9,250 plus 4,532.50. So the total benefit will be 13,782 pound and 50 pence. Let's do one more example. Stephen was employed as a sales manager from 1st December 2021. The company provided him with a new petrol car. It's a petrol car. List price is 15,000. Emission is 136 gram per kilometer. The company paid for all the running costs, including private fuel. Stephen contributed 25 pound per month towards the private fuel and 45 pound per month for private use of the car. So here important thing is this 25 pound that Stephen contributed towards the fuel is useless until he paid the full amount of the fuel. So it is irrelevant in our case. But this 45 pound that he paid towards the private use of the car, when we will do the calculations, we need to multiply with the number of months when the car was available, and we need to minus this figure. Let's start now. So the car's list price is 15,000 and the car registered. No, they did not provide it us when the car was first registered, and the car was available from 1st December 2021. So it was available December, January, February, and March for 4 months. Yeah, and the engine is petrol. Taxpayer, is it a higher basic? They did not provide us. Use of car is for private and employee purpose as well. CO2 emission is 136 gram, and is the employee contributed towards the cost of the car? No, he did not contribute it. Is the employee contributed towards the running cost? Yes, he contributed 45 pound. So 45 pound multiplied by 4 is equal to 180 pound. So let's do the calculations now. First thing is we need to find the basic charge. Because CO2 emission is 136, so basic charge is up to 55 gram per kilometer is fixed at 14%. And then additional charge based on emissions. So we need to bring it down 136. Instead of 136, we do 135 minus 55. The reason for 135 is because for each 5 gram per kilometer, there is a 1% increase. So that's why we need to bring it down. So 135 minus 55 is equal to 80. 80 divided by 5 is equal to 16%. So additional charge due to pre-6 April, they did not provide it us, is 0%. RDE 2 compliant because the car is petrol, it's irrelevant, 0%. So the total percentage charge to apply is 30%. So what we need to do is we need to find the car benefit now. So list price is 15,000 multiplied by with 30%. We will get 4,500. Because there is no capital contribution, if there was a capital contribution, we should have to minus first and then we have to find this charge. But in our case, there is no capital contribution. The second thing is we need to minus 4,500 minus 180 pound that the employee contributed. So it is equal to 4,320. And now we need to time apportion this one, 4,320 divided by 12 and multiply by 4 is equal to 1,440 pence. Yeah,
Father. Oh, sorry.
1,440 pence. The next one is annual fuel benefit. So annual fuel benefit is 24,500. This figure is fixed 7,000. So what we need to do is 24,500 multiplied by 30% is equal to 7,350. So annual fuel benefit, we need to time apportion now. 7,350 divided by 12 multiplied by 4 is equal to 2,450, and the total annual benefit car and fuel is 3,890. 1,440 plus 2,450. So this is the answer. Let's do another example. If in exam they says this type of question you will get. John, a high rate taxpayer, was provided with a company car for the whole year of 2020-21. The car was registered. So let's do this one. List prices they have given us here in question. Car registration date they have provided us, and the car was available for full 12 months. It is a petrol car, and Young is a high rate taxpayer. And the total taxable benefit in kind is 5,670. And now what the question is because car was registered on 21st of March 2020, we know that first because the car was registered before 6th of April 2020, so there is an additional charge. So how much additional charge is? 2%. So what we need to do is now we need to find out first the CO2 emission level. So how we will find out? So it's easy. 31,500 divided by 5,670, we will get 18%. And because if the car was registered after 10th of 6th of April, Young could be saved 2%. So it means 18% minus 2% is equal to 16%. So what we need to do is 31,500 multiplied by 16%, we will get the benefit in kind, taxable benefit in kind is 5,040. So this one we know 5,670 minus 5,040 we will minus. So he should have to save 630 because he is a high rate taxpayer. So 630 multiplied by 40%, yeah, is equal to 252 is the answer for this question. Let's do the question for the vans. What is the assessable benefit for a small van provided by an employee that can be used privately for 2021-22? So this figure they will provide you in an exam. So if an employee has a company van that can be used for private use, the assessment benefit is 3,490. If the employee does not use the van for any private use other than getting to and from the normal place of work, then no assessable benefit arises. What would be the fuel benefit assessment? Here, there is a private use of the van, that is 666. Remember, on your exam day, this table and this information, the AT will provide you. So you have to check the information there. This is the end of our today's lecture, and hope you will keep practicing. And if you have any question, then let me know. Thank you very much.